This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Mickie, you took the bow and you untied that bow. You wrestled Asuka at NXT, and it segued right into the main roster with you and a few with Alexa Bliss. Your career is completely rejuvenated at this point, right?
I know. It's insane. It's insane. It was cool. And it was cool because Alexa was like, you know, to be aligned with Alexa, because I knew that they had big plans for her, and she's so fun. And she was, you know, she was really cool. Just, it was fun to work with her. And I feel like she was very open to like just different things for me and ideas and just my input. But it was also, I think that she has a whole different audience than myself, because it's a younger demographic and very like in that cosplay kind of thing, which is not my wheelhouse or realm at all. So it was to see our personalities and just like the, you know, like a old school versus new school kind of team up. It was different because they hadn't done it. And it was fun. It was fun. And we had a lot of fun. And I just enjoyed, like, you know, it's the locker room for me, and it's the boys and the girls there. And I felt like I was just taking every moment because it was something that I didn't think was going to happen, as a blessing, and just enjoying it for what it was and for however long it lasts. Because I'm like, you know, I had hoped for, and I wish in hindsight that I would have pitched more, try to push more for the hardcore country character, because it was something that I brought up there that they just never really understood or bid on. But it's almost like a blessing in disguise, because had they bid on it, I probably wouldn't have been able to come back and do this thing at the Rumble and it go down the way it had. So everything happens for a reason, you know.
You're absolutely right, Mickie.
You know.
Did you know when you first got in the ring with her that Becky Lynch would be the star she is today? You
know, yes. And I would say yes and no. You know how some people just have a quality about them that is so unique and so different. And I remember when I saw her, when I went down for a guest spot.
You mean her accent?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she was doing the obviously the last kicker and stuff when I first came up there, but she's just morphed into a mega star now, and it's crazy to see. And it's crazy to see a woman in that position, which is awesome. So kudos and hats off to her, because it's freaking cool. But I remember seeing her at NXT back when I went down there just for like a training camp thing, where I was as a guest coach for like 2 weeks or something. And I was like, I kind of saw it then. And like, this girl really has something, but she was just new there. And she was like brown hair and completely different than what she looked like now. But she just has like a certain charisma about her. And there's sometimes these like little things like that, like you just can't teach. So people just have it or they don't. And you can kind of see that spark in their eye or that spark in what they do, that they were meant for something, you know? And yeah. It's cool though. I think it's what a phenomenal kind of thing to be able to do, is to be the catalyst of like really looking at. It's one thing when you're Ronda Rousey, and I love Ronda, don't get me wrong. It's one thing when you're Ronda Rousey and you're walking in here and you're being leveled up to being the top star, because you are a top star in your own right.
Get even more from the hottest new podcast going, My World with Jeff Jarrett, over at adfreeshows.com. Let me get granular here for a minute, folks. Not only can you get the entire My World episode library with 0 ads, new episodes come your way each week early, ad-free, and on video starting at just $9 a month. We've also got tons of exclusive My World bonus content waiting for you, plus unique interactive experiences with your old pal, Double J. You get to jump on and ask Jeff questions, and if you joined us in Chicago this year for Top Guy Weekend, you got to hang out the entire weekend. 100% the best value in all of wrestling. Strut on over to adfreeshows.com right now to sign up.
Because you busted your ass in this other thing. It's another thing to see, especially as a woman, to step up and be seen in that top star kind of bracket through the wrestling world, through what we do, you know, because it's a
lot of hard work, and she had to earn it, right?
It's a rarity for male or female to level up to that kind of bracket. It's a rarity. So to see her be able to do that and to do it for, you know, the girls, it's pretty freaking cool. And I'm always going to support my ladies and lift them up. So, you know, plus she just had a baby, and what in the entire hell? I'm so mad right now. Like, you know, I worked hard. I felt like it took me an entire pregnancy to get back to where I felt halfway decent in a pair of spandex, but I saw her at the
in
Rumble.
a few months, right?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm irritated about it. I'm irritated at Rhonda about it. I said, it's been 4 months and she came back and she looks incredible too. And I'm like, I still felt like I looked pregnant 4 months after. So
they're a different breed, Mick.
I know. Unbelievable.
Well, let's talk a little bit about you and Kurt Angle.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.